Hello there, Taurus. So welcome to my tarot nook. I'm hoping all is well and good with you. Thank you for joining me today. Super happy to have you here. This will be a love reading, Taurus. So let's see what messages are here for you. I'm going to start with a message from your guides, and then we'll tap in with additional oracles. We'll jump into a tarot reading, and then close with an oracle. Okay, just to kind of give you a little bit of a heads up on what's going on here. We have choices, okay? So when you accept responsibility for your life and the choices you made, you begin to tap into the power of your own spirit. You'll be able to listen to and appreciate the intuitive wisdom that's inside of you and apply it positively and constructively to your outside world. So we have a lot of choices ahead of us right now, it feels like. So there could be multiple options, opportunities, even multiple doors that are opening for you in life in general. So take the step back here, take a moment to yourself here and reflect on the things that you need and just establish some sort of a flow. Some of you, there could be new additions into your life, new responsibilities for you at work in general. Overall, I know it's a love reading, but this is just like a general message from your spirit guides first. So just kind of keep that in mind. I do feel like there's something here that you're really interested in pursuing more than any of the other options that are around you. So it's just more important here to think in a positive way and use your intuition, but the positivity is more for your own well-being and benefit, not that you're being negative. Look at things optimistically, because feels like you kind of can't go wrong, all right? And I feel like there's been many doors that have been closed in the past. People may have not believed in you or had faith in you, and it's all over. All that stuff is over. Now you have the choice. You have the faith in yourself. You have the abilities in you. You already know these things. So you need to make proactive choices that are good for your overall, all right, for your path, for your journey here on this plane on Earth at this time, I guess I should say. Okay. Let's see what else is going on here, Taurus. And love, all right, we have a distance, some sort of a separation, maybe some barriers. Something is frozen, so this connection could be about an energy that is no longer around right now, or something has been cut off there's been silence for too long, all right? Establishing some boundaries here. Okay, so I feel like somebody here could be pretending like they're not missing the connection or the energy, and just to kind of put themselves in a place where they're staying focused on what's in front of them. But it feels like something here is still needs to be talked about. It's been half said or half done or half hidden, not fully kind of talked, exposed. And it could just be because at some point somebody was pretending to be something they're not. Maybe they were trying to please you. They didn't want to disappoint you. Maybe if you find out some truths about them or their past or something like that, or anything during your interaction with them, it could kind of put the relationship at risk. And I feel like this is somebody that exaggerated a lot, perhaps kind of hid a lot, also pretended. Basically, there was a lot of pretending taking place. All right, so we have a free spirit here, a free energy. Okay, free spirit. Things here through this frozen experience, it's been like an emotional whirlwind. I feel like maybe even a lot of you may have lost opportunities in your path, in your life, in your journey, in your career, with this energy around, where you actually said no to things, or doors were turned shut in your face because there was stuff here with this person, with this energy, that could have been bringing a lot of chaos. All right, so your attention was split, your time was split, your focus was not 100%. All right, something was very unstable with this energy, and it didn't necessarily put you in a place where you were able to kind of it set you back. It set you back a little bit. Okay, you reached your limit. There was an overload. It's chaotic. All right, we reached a breaking point here. Masks off and everything. I feel like you may have spoken your piece and just kind of told this person off. Okay, there were a very dishonest energy here. All right, it feels like you have a lot of choices as we speak. Again, it could now it could just be choices in love. All right, choices in love, to include life choices, not just love, but you could be making choices based on something here that you want, but there could be also choices that you're now basing it off of this experience of what you maybe don't want or what you're not going to invite in anymore. All right, what else is going on with this energy? So for the tarot reading, I'm just gonna pull it's gonna be an 8-card spread. If you're new here, I do variety style readings. So if you like tarot, feel free to, you know, subscribe, like the video, check out the playlist, let us know in the comments how you're doing. Everybody here already knows this is a safe space. If you're coming back, of course, thank you. This is a safe space. So let me know how you're doing, what's going on with you. This is the second cat deck I'm going to be using. Second week in January is almost over. Today is the 14th. It is actually done after today, but the first week of January I did a different card cat deck, and this time I'm using a different one. So yeah, I love cats, and I was gonna say, if you have pets in your life, are you a cat person, dog person, bird person, if you want to share some of that or anything you'd like to talk about your fur babies or your fur animals, let me feel free to do so. You're always welcome to do so. I am not a strict tarot only person. I do like to converse with my viewers. All right, not too much, but you know, just like now, just a little bit here and there. All right, so let's get started here. We have the 9 of Cups in the reverse. This is a Pisces energy. There's a sense of, again, something did not reach its fruition state, something did not materialize, or kind of blossom and, you know, flow. Okay, there was a lot of unrealistic expectations here. I feel like there was could have been like a lot of impatience with an energy here. Somebody here was just in a restless place when it came to relationships, or just showing their emotions, expressing their feelings, what they want. Okay, it almost felt like, you know, this person made you feel like inadequate, or maybe like you weren't, like their needs are not being met. Like, you know, there was just something always kind of enticing taking place, or they're just like distracted, like they're not fulfilled, they're not, what once used to be like wish come true is now, it feels like somebody's bored. Okay, and look at this beautiful card. Actually, it's crazy. The Lovers is here. It's a Gemini energy. With the Lovers card, I feel like, you know, in terms of like what's on the mind, all right, it feels like, you know, the somebody here is reflecting like what you guys have may not have been like the absolute perfect thing, but it was still perfect enough. Like there was a good union taking place. I feel like, you know, it just feels like somebody's thinking about those times. All right, like look at the happiness, the bliss, the sun is shining, the passion is there, life is flowing. Okay, truthfulness, openness was here, and I feel like, you know, somebody's thinking about all of that, and it feels like they're missing on that. This is a card that also wants to do things right when they care about somebody. Okay, when the shared values are there, somebody here is always wanting to do the right thing. It's showing up. It's like, I want to make things better. I want to reconcile something. I want to correct something. I want to fix something. This is a return. It's showing up in the very beginning. So this is going to be a return or a rekindling of a romance. But this time the bond will deepen. Okay, it's going to have a different meaning. It's going to have a different spiritual connection. It's going to be different mentally, physically. Okay, things will change. Things will shift. Whoever was not being honest, like I said, like even if they were kind of distracted, or if they're the kind of energy that kind of isn't like the kind that wants to settle, or, you know, they're like always scrolling their phone, checking out pictures of other people on Instagram, something like that. Like it feels like, you know, like they're always checking out other people versus like maybe appreciating what they have. But here with the Lovers card, it also feels like maybe this is somebody that just is not ready to like to jump in right away, but now like that things are kind of like there's a distance, some sort of a barrier. There could have been some sort of a subtle breakup here. I'm not seeing something jumping at me that for the reason of a separation. It could have been just something like that's not working. They're in their feelings about that. Okay, so I feel like for you specifically, Taurus, a lot of people envy you anyway, envy the things that you have. This person could also be in an envious energy of you because you're an achiever. Okay, you're able to make things happen, and your motivations are very driven. Like you're very like mover or shaker, and so some people can feel a little intimidated. Envy can come in like also, and just naturally, like I sometimes be talking to someone, I'm like, man, I'm so jealous. Like it could just naturally be that. It's not like, doesn't have to be green and seething and, you know, trying to come after each other. We don't do dark readings in this channel. All right, but the envy can come through from like the blessings, okay, from the things, how things happen for you. All right, but there's a desire here to reconcile something, and this card also is a card of choice. Okay, choosing to continue the connection, choosing to return. Whoever's doing what, it's all based on the love, and it's based on choices. Okay, now yes, it does reduce down from the devil, which is the number 15, and 1 plus 5 is 6, and this is 6. So there's a flip element here, and I'm not bringing the devil's card into that. But when I think of this, I feel like, you know, this person may have felt trapped in the past, wanted to have their freedom and everything. And you said, fine, go have it, go do whatever you want. And now it's like the you know, it's like this whole like detaching, this whole freedom, this whole independence is quite the opposite of what they thought it would be. Okay, there's something about their day to day right now that's missing. It's the missing component is you. Okay, so you took a step back, and they're not thrilled about that. Okay, the 7 of Wands here. All right, in terms of concerns or worries, I feel like there's a big worry here that something may not work out, or you know, they you know, you or they them may not have the components to kind of tough it out, so to speak. But you know, the bigger issue here, it's like something is always made out to be like a competition unnecessarily. Okay, so it's like always in a place of unfairness and defending and standing their ground. Okay, but standing their convictions. But I feel like looking at this in the direction of the Lovers, this is somebody that wants to valiantly and bravely also want to come through with their own convictions of how they feel. All right, they want to maintain some sort of control. I feel like right now they have no control over you and over the relationship, and so some sort of control, but it's not controlling. Okay, control of the connection. They want something to still spark up. Okay, so that's not completely gone. They may be a little playful, their ego may play a role, they may sometimes not pay attention to the things that they're like, you know, avoiding or ignoring. But I personally, my honest feelings here on this is they're not doing it out of malicious intentions. I'm not getting that. All right, if anything, I'm getting something is just kind of not being rushed, like they're just, you know. And now there's like changes are coming through. King of Pentacles. Okay, getting into the jar, all the way facing, grabbing and taking and doing. But it's okay, it's a Leo energy, also Virgo. We also have Leo here. So the way things are playing out, I feel like, you know, there's a sense of desire to have something prosperous, something stable here. All right, there's a sense of empowerment that's coming through, and I feel like this person finds you to be good for them in their life. All right, now I don't necessarily feel like, you know, something could have been full on cheating and just kind of third partying their way through. I don't necessarily feel that. I do feel like there could be distractions. It could be, again, like scrolling phone and partying or whatever it is. But there's an energy about this person that's kind of more into like the material world of things as well. So like maybe you don't have like 100% shared values, which obviously is fine. But some of the things, that the way they see things, the way they enjoy status, the way they like to be a part of like a circle is more important to them. Whereas you're more like the let's curl up or watch Netflix or like read and talk and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm not trying to say you're absolutely that person, but your practical line of doing things and their practicality is not the same. All right. So I feel like sometimes this person does come across as a little insecure, not always, and it shows, but I feel like that's the mask, that's the pretending. They pretend like they're not insecure, they pretend like they don't care, but I feel like maybe you called their bluff and they do care, and they're like, oh, no, 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 this is not what I meant, Taurus, come back, come back, come back, rewind. So it just feels like, no, 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 Knight of Swords, a little kind of misunderstanding here, okay, taking a very kind of, um, abrupt direction, going somewhere in a different way, trying to kind of figure it out, and there's no direction right now, no direction to go. And that's been the biggest challenge, the relationship. While you guys may feel like it's the perfect union, you could be soulmates, you could be in a twin flame connection, which is why we have this kind of a separation. The Knight of Swords underneath the Lover's card is like, hey, yeah, we're kind of not paying attention, we're being a little fickle, we're disregarding feelings, we're not paying attention to the, you know, how our actions and consequences are playing out. Okay, so there's a little bit of that, and it just feels like whenever you may have wanted to work something out or heal something or correct, you know, just this person wants to rush things through, like it's not that big of a deal, not, and it almost felt to you like it wasn't, like they were like brushing you off again. Okay, like it's not important, like what, like like it's not that serious. And so, you know, it's just kind of weird. The Ace of Wands, I believe, did show up in the reverse. So this is a, you know, Aries, Leo, Sag card. In the reverse, there's something here that's stopping this energy right now from truly telling you how they feel. I feel like they really want to express their true emotions for you, or just kind of reestablish something. They would love to open a new chapter, but they're hesitating right now, okay? There could be hesitations here. I feel like this is that energy that is finding things to be like, maybe they can't get to you, or they can't read your vibe, so things have been very, very vague, okay? And you know, this is a setback. There's a setback in the connection anyway right now, and I feel like they want to fix that. All right, I don't feel like they have a full, like, known direction how to do it right, like outside of maybe try to call you or reach out. I don't necessarily feel like they have this long drawn out plan of any sort. But you know, the emotional whirlwind and the turmoil, and we also have the Chariot, we'll talk about in a minute, in the reverse, and the Ace of Wands in the reverse. You know, there's a lot of things that I feel like if you're freezing something, or if you're distancing, or if there's just a little bit of a barrier right now between the two of you, it's playing out for a reason, okay? And it's bringing this person into the realization of things, like it's allowing them to kind of pay attention, okay? But you know, they regret putting the stop on some things with you here. They regret putting the stops. You know, so like, even if it was kind of like having conversations about like where things would go and what you want to do together and stuff like that, and you know, they didn't necessarily, you know, they kind of brush it off. Again, this person just comes across as they like to brush things off. They try not to like take anything too serious, and I feel like they're kind of kicking themselves for that right now. All right, they have no passion right now going on in their life. I feel like the only passion they kind of want to kind of restart here with the Lovers is something with you, but overall they're lacking that. And I feel like the passion, you kind of introduced them to a new way of feeling and sensing, and emotional connection. So it's not something that they know, okay? So it's something that they discovered through you. And so it's like when you try to eat something, you figure something, and you're like, oh my god, it's so good, but it's like 2 hours away. You're right. So somebody comes home and makes it for you, and you're like, oh, can you come back? Can you come back? So it's like, you know, you're an addiction in that sense, because you've introduced elements of relationship to them that they haven't had with other people, or have cared to explore with other people. Okay, so the Five of Wands, they do want to mend some fences here. Leo's all over, so this we could be dealing with in Leo strongly. I mean, it's here quite so much, but you know, I feel like in terms of next steps, or what they might do, or what might happen, they want to mend fences. They want to sort something out. It is what it is, all right? They don't want to play fight and play and argue and all that. They don't want to. They want to drop the drama. There's a lot of tension, it feels still. But I feel like this is somebody, because the Ace of Wands in the reverse, there's a little bit of a setback, delay. And also things are just sitting, like no movement is really, really happening here. All right, it's like there's a lack of direction. The five comes through as they're trying to respect you, okay? Well, not trying, like they don't want to respect you, but they're trying to respect your different, like there's, like, this is somebody that is respecting the differences that are going on, like they want to take a chance, they want to restart, they want to rekindle, but they're new to all of this. So how do they get off on that if they really can't read the room, or kind of get that connection they had with you, to kind of get that vibe check from you? So it's like they have no vibe check to go off of right now, okay? But this is somebody that's trying to give you time to heal. All right, it's kind of like respecting your space, respecting your time, giving you time for something, whatever it is that you're asking for. They're trying to, but this is a card also of compromise, the desire to compromise here, okay, and to call for some sort of truce, okay? So this is somebody, I feel like they could also be dealing with some internal struggles, all right? And there's a lot of disagreements going on and obstacles in their life right now, okay? And it's caused some of that for you with the doors and opportunities. And then we have more obstacles that we're dealing with here to close out the reading with the tarot cards. The Chariot in reverse, Cancer energy, it just feels like there's a lot of blockages right now. Something here, you know, I feel like this is somebody that lost their chance, okay? Lost an opportunity here with you. You may have actually really moved. You may have gone through that door and took something, okay, something here. So because the ability to reach you, and it's like you're the person that they, you know, I forget what it said. But it's like you're that big major opportunity that was missed. Okay, and with the Chariot in reverse, I do feel like, you know, this situation just is calling for some sort of patience. Okay, for progress, especially if they're trying to rush something here. But you know, if they're trying to force it, or if for some reason the two of you figure out a way to reach out or connect, I feel like the advice is to just be clear and set some boundaries here. All right, so that they don't come in bomb rushing through the door and wearing all their masks and their drama and their ego and their mess from the outside energy world, and then bringing it in and then shaking it all up, and you know, and then leaving like nothing happened. So set those boundaries, okay? For those of you, if you've actually separated, like you're in a different, you know, like you're a couple hours away or something like that, you know, this is something, I don't know if they'll be able to kind of get to you. I don't know if they can, you know, transportation wise. I don't know why I'm coming up with that. Maybe it's because it's a Chariot, but it just feels like there could be blockages with transportation or reaching you, okay, or trying to reach you somehow, or physically be with you somehow. So that could also be a problem for them. All right, so that's what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this part. Now I'm going to pull a final oracle for you. This is the first time I'm doing this at the end of the reading, and it's also the first time where I'm going to use the book. I'm going to open up the book and read whatever the card number and message is here for you. I'll read from the book and let you know what the intentions are for this card are. Normally when I use this deck, I just kind of, you know, speak to it from my perspective, but we're going to give you the real deal today. Right? So, wow, this is number one. Wow, look at that. This is the very first card in the deck. Look at this. It says Spirit Awakens. Beautiful, okay? I embrace my soul purpose and align all aspects of my life to it fully. Wow. So, and that's something I do. I start with like a message for you, and then I close completely with a message of self-love, self-healing for you. And then everything in the middle is about everything else. So let's see here. All right. Well, that's a first. Oh, it's a full page. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys, let's go. All right, so we are often so caught up in the physical and mental aspects of life that we neglect our spirits and our souls. This card is a reminder to you that the spirit aspect of self is one that endures life after life and must be acknowledged and nurtured on the physical plane. Perhaps you place too much emphasis on your physical body or your mind. By awakening the spirit within you, by awakening the spirit within, they didn't put a comma there, damn it. By awakening the spirit within, you're able to become aligned to your soul purpose and can find peace and meaning to life. Beware of allowing others to determine your spiritual path. Yeah, it is a very personal journey and you must find your own. Do not allow others to force their beliefs or religions on you. Spirituality does not need to be linked to a specific religion or dogma. It is an inner knowing, a feeling of connectedness, of love and joy, of being one with the divine source. By bringing together your lower chakras and higher chakras and merging them within your heart chakra, you're able to lovingly connect to spirit and all spiritual wisdom that will serve your soul purpose, while at the same time keeping you grounded firmly to Mother Earth. Follow your own unique spiritual journey and become the magnificent being you are meant to be. Well, I appreciate you being patient with me there, Taurus. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope you're still here with me. If you are, let me know what's going on with you. I always love hearing from you guys. But the channel is still like low on the YouTube on the YouTube priorities, so it's like a hit or miss who finds these readings and who doesn't. So that's why I usually say, if you're still here, or if you do show up, let me know, because like, I don't know, it's nice to know that actually people are here. All right, well, love you guys so much, and I'll see you very soon with a different cat deck probably. Bye.